will everyone please rise and join me for the salute to the flag?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right. Couple quick announcements. We're going to be going into executive session as soon as Selectman Bunker gets here, but we'll go through a couple of things on the agenda. I'll take a motion to approve the minutes of July 10th.
So moved.
Second?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Number 2, consider status of opioid committee. Give that to the town manager.
So when we initially put the opioid committee together over a year ago now, the idea was to track it for a year and to see how the work of the committee was going and if there was a more efficient or a different way to do it. I think that the committee's done some great work and it was a lot of help. We really appreciate it. I think a streamlined version of it would be, though, for us to update the website with some information on it and have applications come in through my office, and I can make recommendations to this board to distribute the money. So far, at this point, we've taken in about $287,000 and distributed 148,000 plus or minus, and it's been through different programs. Narcan programs, Narcan training. We've bought equipment for the fire department, training for with the fire department, with the police department. There's Abington Copes has received some money and some other organizations. So there's a list of things that are eligible ways to spend the money, and it's pretty clear that I think that if we get requests in for the money, if I give it to this board and they follow within that, this board can make those decisions.
Okay. Anybody? Sure, come on up.
Hello, do I need to say?
You need to say who you are.
Melissa Cook, 358 High Street. I'm just,
Thank you, Kevin.
I thought he was attacking you there for a minute.
No, we're friends. You said the amount distributed was 148, is that correct? Mm-hmm. Okay, so the last opioid settlement meeting where they distributed money, it only came to about 80,000. So I just don't know. And then the committee has not met since. So I don't know where that number is coming from.
The town accountant.
Okay, so who?
That's where I got my numbers.
Sure.
The plan would be to, when we update the website, is we'll put on the distributions where they come from. There's several different companies that give us the distributions, and then there's an accounting of to whom and to each payout, who's it's gone to. So we'll put that on
So
the
we can post
website.
that, so we'll,
Yeah,
So I can.
you'll be able to look at it and see it whenever
Okay.
you want.
Okay, because there's a couple people from the committee here, so, yeah, I'm just curious how they voted on that money. Because it's at the last meeting, it was like applications are gonna open up every 6 months. They haven't met in, I don't know how long. So we haven't been able to apply, we've been left in the dark, and like I said, it was like 80,000, so I don't know how that happened if the committee wasn't meeting.
so we'll get the updated financials out.
Yep.
So everybody sees, and then the process going forward on how applications can be sent in, when they get sent in, and how we'll distribute the money.
Okay,
So,
all right, fair enough, thank you.
no, good question. Good question.
So just so I understand, so your recommendation then is to, disband the
Disband the
committee
committee.
and thank them for their service?
Yes.
And then any future applications will come through your office and be voted on by the Board of Selectmen?
Correct.
Okay,
Is that a motion, Mr. Donovan?
so moved.
Second?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Unanimous.
sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know. Don't be sorry. I apologize. I didn't look up.
So I just wanted to, Mary DeRamo, 122 Buckboard Lane.
Sure.
Okay. So I just wanted to first of all, things will be coming through to your office and be approved, and will it be like known, it will be
It'll be
known where it's
posted.
going and be able to publish so that
It'll be on the
people
website.
see and all-
Yep.
Okay, the website. Yes, you're gonna update the website? so
Yep.
that's Yeah, and get the word out more to organizations or people that might,
It'll be, what's going to end up happening, if I
Yes.
may, is we'll be voting on it, so it'll be a regular agenda item on the selectmen's agenda, so it'll be
Okay.
out there in advance.
Yeah.
But we'll have on the website when the deadlines are. I think we were
beautiful.
talking maybe twice a year
okay,
for putting the money out.
okay,
And how the application process will be, then we'll get them in, the board will vote in public, and the money will be distributed. But we'll get an accounting
Now.
now, since there seems to
Where?
be a
Yeah.
discrepancy.
where it's all gone.
For the record, I'm not saying anything weird went on, I just.
No, didn't take it that way.
Personal to me, so.
Yeah, no, I understand. No, good questions.
So, and also because my family was impacted by what Purdue Pharma did and where all this money came from, the settlement money, I take great notice of how it's going, because to me and to a lot of people that I work with, and I work with Learn to Cope, and where families who have been, their children or loved ones have been impacted. This is sacred money to us, okay? This is the lives of our kids and our family members. So I don't know, you being, people in the town, and if you had no knowledge of it or have it impact your lives at all, if you know a bit about where this all came down from. So I've got a couple of things off the government, Mass government website and stuff, and I submit these to you for maybe you want to take a look at. It's just a couple of pages, where it
Please
all.
do, thank you.
Okay, where it
Thank you.
all came from. And, Mass,
I'll make coffee.
the Mass government does have guidelines on how, I don't know if you have the guidelines or if
Yes,
you've
we
read the
do.
guidelines, but how it's to be spent. It's not just to be, it's got to be, prevention,
Feels like
treatment, yeah. So I just, those would be worth taking a look at as well. All right.
Absolutely.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Since we haven't gone into executive session because Paul is tardy, I'm going to call the police chief to the podium to give us an update on the gates of the MBTA that seem to work whenever they want.
Or not.
The status of them working around here. Good morning, everybody. How are you? So the latest train gate debacle was on Friday. Basically, a majority of our train gates in town came down at once. And for an agency that staffs 2 patrol officers and 1 sergeant, this is a logistical nightmare. Sergeant Gillen was an absolute magician, the way he handled this on the radio. I was listening, I was out of town, but I heard how he handled it. He was utilizing Public Works, which again, comes through for us no matter what time of day. John Stone's crew is great, but for the sergeant to have to balance like what street's got to be shut down because the train gates are coming across, and at the same time, there was a large tree truck that couldn't make the turnaround, started driving up on somebody's grass, and it turned out the operator didn't even have a driver's license, so that had to be towed in the middle of it, and an arrest was made. Our crew just balances what they can do, but with 3 people on the road, there's only so much you can do. So Sergeant Gillen had to call Rockland and ask for some help. We typically will call the MBTA out, but if you look in the column, Lieutenant Simmons put this together for us. Time elapsed from July 1 of last year to this past incident on Friday. There've been 35 incidents, and it's an average length of time that an officer is on scene for about 30 minutes. So, obviously that takes away resources from our town. The officer could be doing any number of things during that time. And it's just there are some that have lasted hours and hours, and the MBTA does their best to help us out, sending a police officer out, but, their roll call's in Boston, and, they have a number of municipalities that they cover. So, their response time isn't great. Really through no fault of them. I'm not faulting the MBTA police on this. But the fact is, Keolis or whoever maintains these gates, they're just not doing the job for our community that they should be doing, as far as I'm concerned. This is just happening way too much. It's a massive safety issue, not just for people driving around the gate. We got 911 calls for Friday for a civilian directing traffic, getting people through the gates, which is not something that we would encourage. So anybody listening, please don't ever do that. But we just can't get to all of those calls when they all come down. If you look down, so anytime you see gates with, slashes, those are multiple gates that have come down. Those aren't intersections, obviously. So anytime we're dealing with more than one, again, it's a logistical nightmare for us. So,
Can I ask you, on this most recent one on the 25th, it says, if I'm reading this correctly, is that 57 minutes?
57 minutes, yeah.
So all in all, just for the month of July, we're looking at 17 incidents just in July alone. With the last one, with all crossings, we're down for almost an hour.
Yes.
The previous ones, it seemed to be, as I understood it, on Center Avenue, their explanation that was given to me at the time between Keolis and the T was that there was a faulty signal that was struck by lightning or what have you that was repaired. And they felt as though that would remedy the situation, which clearly it has not. Because you're looking at a bulk of this is still in between May and even into July. Center Avenue, Summer Street, Summer Center Avenue, and then we've morphed down into North Abington and then across all the intersections. So clearly there's something more going on here. And, I think it's time. I thought we had it resolved the last time with the T and Keolis. They did respond, and in their words, it was rectified. Well, clearly it hasn't been rectified, and I think the time has come that we go on record and insist and demand that the MBTA come out here and meet with us. Doesn't necessarily have to be at a meeting, but meet with the staff to determine what the hell is going on, because we cannot allow this to continue, both from a safety standpoint and from an operational standpoint. The last one was done pretty much at the beginning of rush hour on a Friday afternoon. So they can't expect the town to come to a complete halt because of their inability to deal with the situation and perhaps incompetence. So I would make a motion that we send directive to the MBTA and Keolis, as well as the MBTA Advisory Board, asking them for an immediate meeting. And I would suggest, we have met previously with the Chief Operating Officer of the T. I would include the Executive Director of the Advisory Board, and I would CC our legislative delegation. And this is something I've done in the past because it gets the people underneath them, it gets their attention. Copy the governor, the lieutenant governor, and the Secretary of Transportation. And usually when they see that those people have been copied, they usually pay a little bit more attention because they realize they're going to be getting calls from above to report on what actually had happened. So rather than deal, I think we should send the letter to the T, CC everybody that I had just said, requesting and demanding a meeting and an action plan as to what we're going to do. I would make that in the form of a motion.
Can I just make one suggestion? Can we make it at a meeting? We've met with them.
Yeah,
The second in command, I'd rather get their asses in front of the camera.
sure, we have a special meeting then.
So, because I think
You
it's
can do it
not going
during
to
the
be.
day. Yeah.
Motion made, is there a second?
A second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Anybody in the crowd have anything to say about the T? Chiefy, anything else?
No, I appreciate the support. You know, I'm not.
Oh, one thing, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. I want to entertain a motion to build the T. I don't know if we're going to get anywhere, but didn't we just pass a bylaw, if I have an alarm on my business and it keeps going off, we charge the business? Well, I make a motion that we figure out a bill for us responding. If our police and the highway department was involved Friday, it's costing us money, costing our taxpayers money, let's bill them.
Sure. I don't know how far we'll get, but.
I don't either, but let's-
We'll send a
let's-
message.
let's do
absolutely.
something.
I'll second it.
All those in favor? Aye. So, sorry, getting a little irate at the T.
No worries. Again, I appreciate the support. I know this is a great source of frustration, especially when it happens in rush hour. But again, our crew handled it. They did a great job, and we thank Rockland for their assistance, obviously, but that's all.
Very good. Thank you.
Thank you, Chief, for coming up. I'm going to jump to number 4, update on North and Center Schools. We had voted at a prior meeting to put both buildings out for sale again, but to get some approvals ahead of time. My understanding is that Water had approved in the past both schools for water connections, and they're going to update that vote. We're on the next sewer agenda, which I think is the 4th of August. And then I believe we have town council working on the filing for conservation and for zoning board.
Correct.
Okay, so that's moving along, everybody. Request for appointment to the Council on Aging. Motion to approve, Christie Coombs.
So moved.
Second?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Before we go into executive session, I just wanted to recognize a few people, or two things. One is 11 o'clock on August 28th is the cookout at the senior center. We won't be meeting before then, so I wanted to make sure we get that out there.
Staff will be cooking, town hall employees.
It's
Police and
usually,
fire.
it's usually a great time.
It's a great time.
And if I'm not mistaken, I think Selectman Donovan started that some 70 years ago,
1981.
1981, so it's been going on for a long time. It's
When
a
the
great
deputy
event.
was just a kid.
Jesus, I was just in high school back then.
And I just want to recognize a few people. We built the, what I call the Vanport down the senior center. We started 4th of July weekend. We worked on the day that was about 200 degrees, and then we did another full day. Jack Shea, Angelo Harris, Keith Duquette, Jason Harris, AJ Snyder, who, by the way, AJ's on conservation. He got involved after seeing it posted after our first day on Facebook, called me and arranged for us to get a bucket truck from Sullivan and McLaughlin Companies, which they donated, and the safety gear, as well as Devin from Grassy Landscaping donated a scissor lift for the day, which made the process go much smoother and much quicker. So a special shout out to AJ Snyder from Conservation. AJ worked the whole day with us also. So we still have about a half a day left to finish, which we'll do sometime in the next couple of weeks. But I wanted to recognize those guys that volunteered their time. We're going to go into executive session. We will reconvene in open session pursuant to Chapter 30A, Section 21-2, to discuss strategy with respect to collective bargaining negotiations for non-union personnel. To wit, Fire Chief, Deputy Fire Chief, pursuant to Chapter 30A, Section 21-3, to discuss strategy with respect to collective bargaining or litigation if an open meeting may have a detrimental effect on the bargaining and litigation position of the public body, and the chair so declares, which I declare. Motion to go into executive session?
So moved.
Second?
Second.
Roll call vote. Paul?
Yes.
Kevin?
Yes.
Suzanne?
Yes.
Chairman says yes. We will reconvene. We are back from executive session, acting on contract for the fire chief and the deputy fire chief.
Mr. Chairman, I would move we approve an employment agreement by and between the town of Abington and John Glenn as Fire chief as delineated before us, and additionally, an employment agreement by and between the town of Abington and Jared Driscoll as deputy chief we have before us. That's my motion.
Motion made, is there a second?
A second?
All those in favor? Aye. Vote is unanimous.
Okay, now we just have to sign it, so don't go anywhere. So that's that. We'll do the chief first, because he has 5 legals.
As Tachi's playing the dentist music while we do this,
He stole my pen.
I took your pen? Oh, I didn't
No,
give it
he
back?
took my
Oh, he
pen.
did.
And actually, we need Scott here, too. So if you can,
You want me to go get him?
yeah.
Thank you.
Yep.
You should be in that meeting with them, too.
Me and that meeting? Yes.
Yes. Oh, wait a minute. I
Yep,
have
you might as well
one
do
more.
it, then I'll whip them all. Do them all. I hope we increase the fire chief's uniform allowance.
I know. At least get him a badge.
Yeah.
Jeez.
I actually have one in my drawer. He can,
Oh, you got a, yeah.
gold one.
Gold one, too. It says commissioner on it.
Can I have your pen, sir? Thank you.
I just gave you one.
I
I
did-
gave you a nice one.
Someone stole it.
All right, this is for the chief. Yeah, yeah.
All kidding aside, excellent job by both of you, by the way.
On what?
You know,
In general.
doing what they do,
Just in general.
just being
Just
themselves.
being who they are.
It was really directed at the dep, but you're here, so I have to include you. Comedy Morning on Tachi TV.
The B-Bro.
All right. Hurry up is basically what you're trying to say. Okay, chief and deputy.
I haven't signed them yet.
You haven't signed it yet?
No, I got his pen.
I had multiple pens a little while ago. All right, chief. You have it?
There you go.
I don't need it.
That's mine, that's yours. Right? Right here. Did I, yeah, I signed that.
Yeah, but Scott
Didn't-
has to sign it, Scott.
Why is so many?
Mortgage.
All right, we have the Jared Driscoll. So Jared Driscoll on this.
And while we have this little lull, one person I forgot to mention when we were talking about the Vanport is Bob Brainerd from Gut Pavement Needs up on Brockton Ave in Abington donated all of his material and labor to pave the Vanport for the senior center. He did the work, and like I said,
Beautiful.
he did a great job. He
Yeah.
donated all the labor and material, paving, millings, everything. So nice little community effort to get it assembled, and Should probably thank State Representative Sullivan Almeida because she obtained the grant. So, when's the van come, do you know?
They usually come in September,
September?
and then you have to add on, it's like a strip fan, and then you add on the pieces to it
Gotcha.
that she wanted. I mean, it doesn't even come with power windows.
Great work by Amy Barrett and the staff.
Great work.
Amy
by-
Morgan Barrett.
Amy Morgan Barrett, down at the senior center.
Those are
She's got a
all,
great staff down there.
Yep. Adding more classes to the senior center.
Yep.
more
Are they?
opportunity- more
Excellent.
opportunity.
Okay.
Great job.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank
I'll
you.
see
You're
you in,
welcome, yeah.
what, like a half
you
hour?
guys get a copy.
Are you at the next meeting?
No, that's tomorrow.
So you guys take a copy?
Today? No.
What?
The building?
No, it's tomorrow. Isn't it?
Thank you, sir.
Today.
You're missing something.
Maybe a few more years.
Oh,
This is just,
Right?
you don't want it.
yeah. I didn't understand what they were talking about the last time.
Yeah, no, this one you
Hey,
don't want.
Jared, take a copy, Jared.
They were,
I got it.
they were AI, ooh, ooh. I'm like, what the hell are they?
I will take a motion to adjourn.
A
what?
second.
Oh, no.
Motion to adjourn is made. Is there a second?
I'll second.
Next meeting is September 8th,
As far as we know, unless, of course, the MBTA wants
as
to.
far as we know,
Yes.
at 5 PM, unless the MBTA gets back to us, and we will call a special meeting. All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. Enjoy your
Thank
summer.
you.